use a firewall software. So does anybody want to know what I just diagnosed, what I just did as a computer mechanic? Because I'm really impressed with myself right now. So if you want to know, tell me, and I will tell you the short story of just how y'all helped me save the live stream. All right? And then I'll get back to OU. Okay, so what had happened was I got attacked. I got attacked. I got virally attacked. And I got virally attacked by somebody claiming to be a UGA fan, which is weird because I've been trash talking. Have I not been trash talking? I think we've all been trash talking. But I didn't expect to get virally attacked. And somebody really tried to take down the stream. Like somebody tried to take down the stream. So now I'm using a 2-minute delay to better fend off these attacks, and I'm using a really strong live streaming studio software to help combat all of this all at once. And I think they're trying to do it again. So that's not cool. No, I didn't need to reboot the router. The router was fine. It wasn't the router. It was somebody actually trying to attack the stream itself, like through the back end, like where I see it from the studio. So that's the suck. So people are really getting upset that we're having a good time over here, which is kind of hard because I think like we've been cool to UGA fans. Have we not? Have we not been cool? I think we've been cool in the comments. Nobody's cursing anybody out. Nobody's calling each other names. We're talking about each other's teams, but like that's not cool. Like I just you need a whiteboard moment like these. So that's not cool, man. Like if you're a UGA fan and you're watching this, seriously, calm down. Why would you attack the live stream? Go to the comments like you have been. That's cool. I'm all right with that. But don't do that. That you took down the live stream for no reason except what? So that we could restart it here again and have to talk about this? I don't like it, man. I really don't like it. Keep your vaccinations up to date. So again, there's some people in here who were talking about, they called it MLB The Show 17 servers are down. Wow. Okay. So again, let's keep it back moving. Let's have some fun. So I appreciate y'all hanging out, letting me fix this because your patience, you didn't have to be as patient. You could have gone about your day, gone and made dinner, have life after the stream. I wouldn't have blamed anybody for that. So I appreciate y'all sticking it out. Like seriously, I really do. And I'm also proud of myself because, believe it or not, I've been kind of planning for this kind of thing to happen at some point. I didn't think it would happen today. I didn't think it would happen 6 months from now. But I thought, maybe it's a possibility because the internet is a thing, and it's way easier to be Kylo Ren than it is to be Rey on the internet. The word toxic gets thrown around a lot, and I like that this community and this channel is way more Pixar than it is Wes Craven. You know what I mean? It's a family channel. It's a family-oriented channel. It is for people who love OU football and college football and sports. We have a good time. It's fun. So why would you want to squash that? Except, man, I'm cool. All right, so Jesse says we were about to talk about Trey Young. Yes, we were about to talk about Trey Young. And just how I don't think the man should stay. I think he should go. I think he should go pro just as soon as he could go pro. You know what I mean? I really do. I think that if there's money to be made and he can go in the first round, absolutely go in the first round, fam. Absolutely leave. Go. Come back, get your degree. Roy Williams did it earlier this weekend. He finally got his degree. We say finally, like it took him long enough. No, he was busy. There are those of us that go to school when we go to school because that's what we need to do. We have to go to school to learn to perform the services that we need to learn to use in life, to go make a living and provide for the families that we want to have. And if you can do that as a professional basketball player, then you should do that. You should do that. It's a dream to do the thing that you love for a living. And I wouldn't want to make a man stay in school for what? To eventually continue to do what he could do already right now? Nah, man, go make your money. Go make your money. Nah, I'm not about to give spoilers about Star Wars, fam. Like, no. I just said Kylo Ren and Rey. Chill. We're good. We're good. JSL says we ain't leaving. I appreciate that, fam. Let me see. Marshall says, hey, Josie, what's up? I like it. Tell them your mama shotguns like threes. Yeah, she does. My mama stays strapped. You know, my mama stays strapped. She's probably in the chat and then decided, nope, it failed. We out. I'm just playing, mama. All right. I'm gonna have to rename this chat, this video too. How a UGA fan tried to take down my last stream. Can't miss you, RG. Best part of the day. I appreciate that, fam. I really do. I look forward to it too. Y'all are the best part of my day. ESPN doesn't like anyone talking about the SEC. All right. So y'all might have also seen that the head of ESPN stepped down today, John Skipper, due to substance abuse. He's resigning. Now, however you feel about ESPN, that affects you. All right. Like, it affects all of us because he had so much to do with the programming. Like the SEC network, he helped put into place. You know, there's a lot of people that have jobs at ESPN because he hired them. You know, like my first thought actually was Bill Simmons would still be at ESPN had John Skipper just decided to step down, you know, about 4 years ago. But I thought that was funny. So be looking at that because these kinds of shakeups at the top of places like ESPN directly affect things like OU. Because you might also notice that with Disney and Fox merging, there's a lot of OU related content that shows up on Fox Sports Southwest and Fox Sports Oklahoma that's now going to be basically given the rights to ESPN. So all of that's going to be informed. So, you know, I mean, keep your eye on that. Okay, pay attention to that because that has a direct effect on the brand. It has a direct effect on the flag, you know. So keep your eye on that. It's good to know. Let me see. Rodney in here with the Go Dogs. Nah, not tonight, dog. Like any other night, I'd be cool with the Go Dogs. Tonight, y'all kind of getting on my nerves. So questions. That's the other reason I wanted to do this live stream tonight is because I like being able to talk to you guys directly. So if you got questions, throw them in there. I know that I'm on a longer delay than I'm usually on because that's what I'm doing. So if you got questions, hit me up. Let me see what else we got. Yeah, I don't want to get into what John Skipper was using. Y'all are already talking about it, but I don't want to throw dirt on the man. Whoa! Hey, Washington. That's what's up. I appreciate that, fam. That's what's up. The man is throwing it into the fail stream. Man, hey, Washington, that's what's up, fam. Like, wasn't expecting that. I appreciate it. He hit me with the super chat. It's like, nah, man, I got you. That's what's up. Charles Serber, I don't watch ESPN. That is the worst commentators out there. Yeah, I hear all of that. I do. But because they control so much of college football, you got to keep your eye on it. Even if you don't watch it or pay for it. You got to know about it. You know? You got to stay in the no, or I will fill you in about what you need to know. I mean, Baylor put up 41. Auburn put up 40, Rodney. What are you talking about? What are the Vegas odds, RJ? So it's a pick'em, Jay. You talk about for Georgia and OU in the Rose Bowl, I'm assuming. We're a 2-point favorite. OU is a 2-point favorite to beat UGA in the Rose Bowl. So I think, you know, Georgia could be that good because Vegas is not in the business of losing money. You know, think about that. That needs to be in everybody's thoughts. So I don't like to acknowledge it all that much because I want Vegas to say that we're gonna win by 4 touchdowns. But Vegas is not in the. Vegas doesn't care. Vegas only cares about green. Doesn't care about our red or their red. Cares about green. Let me see who else we got. Glad to always check in with you, RJ. I am up in Denver, so it's great to stay focused on OU. That's what's up, KT. I appreciate that. What else we got? Bruce, what's up? Are you worried Lincoln might overthink the play calling at the Rose Bowl like me? No, I don't. And I'm coming out with a video, believe it or not, about how I would go about going after OU's offense, and OU in particular, basically based on what Iowa State did to beat us. And the thing that I think you need to keep in mind about Lincoln Riley and his play calling is his counterpunching. He makes you declare what your defense is going to be, what your plan, your scheme and your plan are going to be, and then he either runs the ball because you're dropping back into coverage, or he throws the ball because you decide you want to play man-to-man. Or if you want to play zone, he says, hey, Baker, you complete 71% of your passes. Go hit that hit route, fam. Dustin! That's what's up, fam. I appreciate that. That's what's up. Give me with the $10 super chat. I appreciate that, fam. And by the way, if you guys have super chats and you want something said, or you have a question that you want answered, it goes to the top of the list, man. I mean, I don't take it for granted when people drop their money in here. That's no small thing to me. That'll never be a small thing to me. You know, whether or not you drop $1 or you pull a Heber, which was forever what that's gonna be called. It's gonna be called a Heber. You know, that's no small thing. So please, you know, let me know what you want to talk about. Jay says, so the Vegas line hasn't changed. No, it hadn't moved. Jay, it hasn't moved. It has not moved. They're pretty stout. Lamar says, do you see UGA using Swift a little more than usual? And do you see OU using all three backs as well? I noticed in the Big 12 championship, OU used both Anderson and Sermon in the backfield at the same time. Yes, I do, because Swift demands carries. You know, good coaches, especially offensive coaches, will say the ball finds playmakers. Playmakers don't find the ball. All right, and Swift is a playmaker. They have three terrific tailbacks at Georgia. Nobody's saying different. All right, I believe that. Nick Chubb is a great tailback. Sonny Michel is a great tailback. Swift is a great tailback. But that's the offense. You know, and that's their problem, is if you make Jake Fromm throw the ball 30 times a game, you're going to win, because he's just not that good a quarterback. You know, he's got a ways to go if he wants to be good. That's also the curse of an SEC quarterback. You know, they're game managers. They're not gunslingers. That's just not what they do. What's up, Lloyd? Let me see what else we got in here. You're welcome, Lamar. All right, Nancy, I appreciate you coming back for the second stream, fam. That's what's up. Nancy, keeping it real. That's what's up. Let me see what else we got. Let me see. Any more questions? Drop your questions. Drop your statements. We could talk about those too. I saw somebody talk about Grant Calcaterra. Calcutta. Marshall says, who is going to be the next great fullback after Flowers? Calcutta. Thanks, Gus Johnson. Gonna stay at tight end. I think so. I think we know that Grant Calcaterra is the heir apparent to Mark Andrews. I think that's just the way that it's gonna be. Now at fullback, you got some options. Now, I like to think that in moving Ricky DeBerry, who was an outstanding linebacker in high school, to fullback at OU, you were telegraphing, Ricky DeBerry, you're the heir apparent to the multi-back. You're the heir apparent to Voltron, to Dimitri Flowers, you know, to the man who's greater than the sum of his parts. So I think that Ricky DeBerry is going to replace Dimitri Flowers at that fullback position, at that do-everything position. But that remains to be seen, you know. I don't see Grant Calcaterra taking on that position because he's just too valuable in the passing game, you know. And not for nothing, but I haven't seen Grant Calcaterra in a three-point stance much of the time. You know, I've seen him out wide. You know, it's gonna have to be DeBerry. Warthog, that's what's up. Kyle, your dad put you on blast. That's what's up. Let me see what else we got in here. RJ, you should have a mil subs, fam. So underrated. I appreciate that. I do it for the people who like y'all, who want to be here, who just want to be here talking football. That's what's up. You know, I appreciate that. Let me see what else we got in here. Jay says Diamondback set when Rodney and Sermon in. Man, I expect to see so much Diamond when Kyler Murray is a starting quarterback at OU. Like, I actually got a video back there somewhere. It might be in the playbook, actually. The playbook playlist, where I'm talking about Kyler Murray running the diamond and running that three-headed monster of a zone read. Because we got the tailbacks. You know, with TJ Pledger coming in, we got the tailbacks, man. Well, I would love to see that, you know. Let me see, Marshall says, why doesn't Kenneth Mann get more playtime? That guy's a beast. Good question. Why doesn't Amani Bledsoe? You know, why don't we have 4 men on the line of scrimmage at all times? You know, I would love to be able to answer that question in depth, but it's a Mike Stoops question. And we know that Mike Stoops ain't really coaching until the second half, you know, if he's coaching at all. And even then, he's still bringing in 3 down linemen, calling one of them Oboe, who's not really a linebacker. He's a pass rusher. He's a defensive end. You know, put his hand on the ground. Let him go get people. But the reason Kenneth Mann isn't getting more play time is because we don't consistently use 4 men across the line of scrimmage. It's that simple, you know. And you're asking Devontae Lampkin to do the work of 2 men at all times. Steve Bullock says, "Give my daughter Francesca." Your dad put you on blast. That's what's up. Andrew Souther says, should we run the Wildcat at least 4 times? I mean, here's the thing, though. Let me see. Real quick, I'll get to that, Andrew. Matt says, RJ, say hi to the wife. Carla! Your husband put you on blast. I like it. Also, let me know about the audio. Let me know if it's still too low. I know it was soft when I got started here, so let me know. Murray is not a big step down passing wise. No, he's not. Got to use RPO and the diamond, or D will crowd the line. I think that's just true in general. Let me see. Hey, RJ, I'm in a remote part of North California near the Oregon border, wondering if the OU program is open to helping identify great recruits. Our best high school players have gone to USC and Oregon. So I think that's not necessarily about identifying who the best players are, fam. I think that's about those kids being partial to going to USC and Oregon because it's close to home. Just as we would like to think that Bray Walker, who goes to school in Moore, is partial to Oklahoma because it's close to home. It's down the street. Because we've shown, especially at OU, we will go wherever we need to go to get talent. I mean, think about Josiah St. John, Canada, We'll go to Florida. We'll go to Oregon. We'll go to California. We'll go wherever the players are, fam, And I think it's about getting into those kids, about coming to OU. Like, at least on the basketball side of things, I was involved in reporting on Peyton Pritchard, who is an OU commit, who's going to be the next great point guard at OU. He ends up decommitting and going to Oregon, staying at home, even though both of his parents went to OU, and that was the reason we thought he was coming. So I don't think it's got much to do with recruiting them. It's got more to do with about them wanting to be close to home, close to their family. I think that's got everything to do with it. John Burkett, what's up, fam? Jerry says, shout out to Laura. Your husband put you on blast. I like it. What do you think Georgia does at the QB spot when Justin Fields arrives at Georgia? I think that's going to be up to Jake Fromm, man. I think if he has an opportunity to keep his job, he's going to have to play like heck to keep it, man. And with a kid like that coming in, you're not going in to that kind of an area unless you think you can supplant the starting quarterback there, which is, that takes some kind of confidence. So I think Justin Fields thinks he's gonna be the next quarterback. Jake Fromm's gonna have to show everybody that he deserves the job. Riley May says, what happened to Jeff Badette? Did he get schemed out? I think he did. So Riley, you bring up a good point. When Lincoln Riley talks about schemes, all right, when he talks about passing attack, and we talk about guys figuring into this week's scheme or figuring out of this week's scheme, you got to know that in the air raid, in the traditional air raid, the kind of air raid that Lincoln Riley coaches, every player does not play wide receiver. Like, if you're a wide receiver, you don't play wide receiver or even inside wide receiver. You play the X, you play the Z, you play the Y, you play the H, right? You don't play any number of or assortment of those. You play that position. So if there are plays in the playbook that are drawn up for that guy, and they're not useful that week, he's going to get schemed out. But also I know people have a knock on that because you think that the best athletes should be used all the time, but that's not the way the air raid works. The air raid is all about detail and discipline. If you get to know one position and only one position, you play that position better than you play any other position, as opposed to trying to be Percy Harvin like they had at Florida, where you play every position, but you're not really good at any one. So you want specialists. You want specialists everywhere across the board, but that also means that some guys just aren't going to get the ball. They're just not going to get the ball. You might notice that when Jeff Badette's on the field and he runs that Badette sweep, he's the only guy running that sweep because that's his position. That's his position. He knows how to run that play better than anybody else knows how to run that play. And in football, once you talk about schemes versus schemes, and you have coaches that have put their players in the best position to win, it's going to come down to the players who are detail-oriented enough and disciplined enough to know not just how to run that play or run that route, but know the ins and outs of that route. Know that on this foot plant, they're going to break. Know how to use their head and their shoulders to deke defensive backs or to deke linebackers. You're talking about guys being able to just react as opposed to trying to remember what it is they're doing and then just kind of go through the motions. So, yeah, a guy like Jeff Badette's going to get schemed out, but it's for the greater good. It's so that a guy who knows how to play that other position can execute that play. We know it's going to work against this defense the best. I hope that makes sense. What else we got? I'm proud of that. We run the ball like no other team in the country. That's why we didn't throw the ball as much as most. Maybe. But I also think that Georgia just can't throw the ball, Jackson. So that's why you didn't throw the ball. Lloyd asked, how good is Georgia's offensive line versus our defensive line? They're stout, fam, but the right side of that offensive line is susceptible, which is great because the left side of our defensive line is oboe, So I think when Jake Fromm is throwing the ball, it's almost like a no-fly zone on the left side of that, or not left side, a no-sack zone on the left side of their offensive line. On the right side, where they got these young cats, you could deke them, and if you let oboe go after people, you let Kenneth Mann, Amani Bledsoe, Devontae Lampkin go after people, you got to get them. Let's see, what else we got in here? Scrolling up because I know that I missed some people. Let's see. Lloyd asked your thoughts on the game yesterday between the Steelers versus the Patriots. Your opinion on the TD that was called back on my Steelers. All right, so that brings up, another. It's not OU related, but it is related. So since the Calvin Johnson touchdown a few years back, we've had this rule instituted where wide receivers cannot lunge forward to the goal line and it be called, a touchdown, because you're talking about safety, you're talking about when the ball goes down, and you're talking about also penalizing wide receivers for making an athletic move with football. So it's convoluted, like a lot of the NFL rules are convoluted. But was it a touchdown? Yes. Yes, it was a touchdown. Just like the Dez Bryant catch was a touchdown. Just like Calvin Johnson's catch was a touchdown. But the way that the rules are drawn up, like the Tuck rule, the NFL is eating itself, right? It's overdoing the rules, and that's one of the reasons why everybody in the NFL is afraid of targeting being introduced to the NFL. When really it's the only level of football where targeting is not a thing. Like that's crazy to me. But yeah, it was a catch. And I felt bad for the Steelers because one, Antonio Brown goes down, and that has everything to do with your offense. But also, when you're not double teaming Rob Gronkowski, fam, I can't help you. I can't help you if you can't see Rob Gronkowski and decide not to put two guys on him all the time. I got to let somebody else beat me. I got to let Deion Lewis beat me. I got to double team Rob Gronkowski, man. I have to, Let me see. What else we got in here? Cribby says, please give a shout out to Poof before his head explodes. Hey, Poof. Let's see. So Tim brings up a good point that I was talking about with the offensive line. The right tackle can't pass protect. Yeah, but they don't have to. They run the ball. Let me see. What else we got? Laura Moore says, hey, RJ, thanks for the shout out to me and our Princess Harley. She loves watching with mom and dad. Thanks for all you do, Boomer. Sooner, Laura. That's awesome. That's one of the reasons I do it, man. I'm so glad that y'all feel comfortable watching the channel and that you stay with me after a live stream fail. I appreciate that. Cole says, will some of our halfbacks transfer after this year? Yeah, usually. I mean, but that's just part of the game. Like an Abdul Adams might, but I don't expect him to. If Rodney decides to go to the NFL, that's going to make them feel better. They're going to have more carries. Wyatt Webb says, RJ, a shout out to Lady Federally from Wyatt. That's what's up. Hey, shout out to Lady. I like it. Jay Jones says, I wish I knew how Riley is going to attack the first series. Curiosity is killing me. It makes two of us, Jay. But that's one of the things that I love about watching Lincoln Riley work is he's always coming up with something I didn't think about. And to that matter, that everybody else didn't think about. I love that. That's good news. That, as an OU fan, that I can deal with that kind of curiosity. I can deal with that kind of suspense because he's just one of the best play callers I've ever seen. What else we got in here? Smallwood is good, but not great threat. I'm gonna ride for the kid from Jinx, Oklahoma, man. Smallwood's a beast. He's a beast. Jordan Smallwood's a beast. Let's see. Flame says, is it a prerequisite to schedule an FCS team in the SEC? Shots fired from Flame. I like it. That's what's up. Cat Tiger, is it standard procedure to use paper to measure for a first down? Looks scientific though, didn't it, last night when they were trying to figure out? I think it was Oakland and the Cowboys last night. I was watching that game late, man. And referee, Laura, Thank you. That's what's up. Laura, tell me what you want to talk about with the $20 super chat. That's what's up. I appreciate that. To the heart, fam. I love that. Let me see. I gotta do something about it. Like, I'm still very upset about this live. Whoa, goodness me, Robert Lane. Y'all gotta tell me what y'all want to talk about. He just dropped the super chat. I appreciate it. I do. I really do. Especially, I thought I had the live stream fail thing worked out, and then I get attacked. Okay, whatever. And y'all, let me see. Thanks for defeating the cyber attack of 2017. You're welcome, fam. You know, I'm working. I'm thinking these things through as I go. I really am. So I'm glad y'all stuck around with me long enough to get it reset and go with Plan B. Second time I've had to use Plan B in 3 weeks, I think. Also, do you think Swift stays the starter over Zamir White when he goes to Georgia next year? Yes. Oh, Billy in the Redwoods. My goodness, fam. Tell me what you want to talk about when you're dropping the super chat, y'all. Like, that's big time to me. That's not a small thing. I sincerely appreciate that. You know, it means a lot to me. It's not just the money thing. It's the gesture. That it will never not mean a lot to me. Speaking of which, let me see. Do you think the wide receivers should get MVP like Antonio Brown? Yeah, I do. I think Antonio Brown I think Le'Veon Bell is the MVP of the season for everybody. Let me see. Laura asked, are we good against the Wildcat? West Virginia has success with it, and we got to shut that down. All right, so that she brings up an interesting point. I think that's one of the things that I would work into the scheme if I'm the offensive coordinator at Georgia. I would set up Nick Chubb or Sony Michel or Swift at tailback and say, see what you see. We're going to run zone blocking schemes. We're going to put a hat on a hat, go big on big, and if y'all see a hole, blast through it, because they've shown that they can't stop it. You know, they've shown that they're going to put 3 down linemen down there, and you're going to have all the holes, and I'll see all the light, and you're going to be able to get 5, 7, 8 yards every time you go out. So, no, I don't think we've shored that up at all, Laura. That's a Mike Stoops thing, man. Like, but it gets fixed if you just put 8 in the box, and you put 4 of them got to have their hands on the ground. But again, I'm on the fire Mike Stoops bandwagon. Like, I've been saying it for weeks now, months, years. Since 2012, I've been saying it. We deserve better at the defensive coordinator position. And I know a lot of people are upset about that because we're 12-1. But I don't want to be 12-1 and know that I'm going to have to score 30 to win every game. That's not an OU defense to me. OU defense is shut people down. That's what we do. Let me see. Craig Walker says, I remember during one of the games, it showed Smallwood ran a 4.3 or something this year. Yeah, he's fast. He's stupid fast. He's always been stupid fast. He's just been hurt. What else we got? Vanilla means shut down for Stoops family. Let's see. What do you think happens to Sutton next year? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure, June. I'm going to have to give that a little bit more thought. Jay says, I found RJ's channel right after Iowa State lost. He saved my life. Yeah, I was hot. If you find videos from there, you might see me losing my mind a few times. Ike says, how many freshmen are currently starting on defense? Like OU's defense? Well, let's count them up. You got Trey Norwood. He's starting. Trey Brown hasn't been because Parnell Motley has asserted himself. But Parnell, freshman. None of them are safeties. Robert Barnes comes in off. They don't start, but Robert Barnes plays. Chase Sylvie plays. Not a whole lot on the defensive line. You got freshman and Kenneth Murray Jr. So you might see 6 to 8 in the rotation on the defensive side of the ball, which is not a small thing. Let's see. Brian Renfro says, all of this talk about defense, Georgia fans need to look at recent games against SEC teams. Real talk. Mullet might be involved since you made fun of Profile in Stillwater. I don't think Mike Gundy really knows much about using a computer. He knows a lot about putting on a singlet and taking off his shirt. Kenneth Wright says, any thoughts on any players we have a chance of flipping from another school? All right, so Leon O'Neal, who's committed to Texas A&M, plays safety. I think we got a shot at him. I really do, especially since he was committed when Sumlin was the head coach then, and even then he started to waver before Sumlin was fired. I think he's the only real target that we could possibly flip, but don't hold your breath. I wouldn't hold your breath. The guy that I would key in on the defensive side of the ball, because we're pretty set on the offensive side of the ball, is Bookie. Bookie Radley-Hiles, cornerback, IMG Academy, 5-star. I love that kid's game, and he's a cover corner. He's a shutdown cover corner, and we need shutdown cover corners in the worst way because we play in a league where you flip the ball around the field. Let's see. What else we got in here? Alabama or Clemson? Clemson. Sierra says Mike Stoops can't even count to 4, I'm sure. At this point, I think that's the case. Sierra off the top rope. Let me see. Does Mama got her safety on? She probably does now, but, got to check that video. Let's see. Iowa State needs talent. Let me see. Laura asks, do you think Iowa State will have more success next season? I do, actually. I really do. They've got talent, and they've got direction, and they've got a head coach that they've signed to an extension. I think Iowa State is tired of being a bottom feeder. They're leaving that now, it seems, to Baylor and Kansas, which is weird because it wasn't like 3 years ago that Baylor was world beaters. Flame says, can't wait for Wednesday. Yeah, I'm going to get this fixed. I got some firmware I'm downloading tonight. Let's see. Daryl says, you and Joel Klatt should do a show together. Man, I'm not even on Joel Klatt's level, fam. I'm happy to be where I'm at. Let me see. JSL Carpentry. Lincoln gonna come out with the wishbone and blow UGA minds. That would make my day if I saw Baker and Sundersitter running the wishbone. That'd be great. What else we got in here? Let's see. Micah Parsons took a visit to Georgia this past weekend and is an OU target. I believe he ends up at Penn State. What are your thoughts? He's from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, man, and he's been committed to Penn State once before. I think he's a shoo-in to Penn State. I really do. I would love it if Micah Parsons ended up at OU, but I don't think he's going to go to OU or Georgia. I think Penn State's got him locked up come Wednesday. Let me see. RG needs to replace Galloway on ESPN. I'm down for that. I study more than Joey Galloway, apparently. On December 20th, do you think Brenton Cox commits to Georgia or Alabama after recommitting to Iowa State? I got to say that I don't really follow too many recruits outside of the ones that OU has targets on, so I'm not real sure, fam. I got enough keeping up with the 2018, 2019 kids, 2020 kids. What else we got in here? What do you think about Jalen Redmond? I think low-key Jalen Redmond is going to be the best defensive end of this class. I know a lot of people are in on Ronnie Perkins. I know a lot of people actually like Ron Tatum. But the guy to watch for me in this class is Jalen Redmond, kid out of Midwest City. I mean, he's the heir apparent to the oboe position that we're going to have to call it now because it's not a jack. It's not a linebacker. It's not a defensive end. It's like a hybrid pass rusher linebacker. So we'll just call it the oboe for now. Or we can call it striker if you want to because he's the guy that made it popular. Believe it or not, I heard Mike Stoops call it the Roy Williams position, which should terrify everybody because Roy Williams was a friggin' safety, man. He wasn't on the line of scrimmage. He was the 8th man in the box. Mike, seriously, dog, wake up, dude. You gonna give us an aneurysm out here. Let me see. What happened to Jordan Thomas was really good in 2016 and dropped off the map. I'm not sure, man. I'm really not because it wasn't too long ago that we were talking about Jordan Thomas going in the first round of the NFL draft this year, and now he can't even get on the field. I thought it was because he was being an egghead and being stupid and talking back. Turns out he's just getting outworked by the freshmen. Trey Norwood and Trey Brown have passed him on the depth chart, and Parnell Motley said not today. So I can't I can't with that. Let's see what else we got. Hey RJ, when you get your own spot on the sports channel, can I have a chat with you? Man, let's stay on YouTube for a while. YouTube is fun. All right. I know we're wrapping up soon because I don't like to keep people longer than an hour. So if you're in the chat, say what's up. I will call you out. I hate Proctor, though, also committed to Ohio State and isn't budging. I respect Josh Proctor for staying. I respect Josh Proctor for saying, I'm committed. I don't care that anybody doesn't like that I'm committed. I stick to your guns, young man. I like that. I wish to come to OU, but I like him sticking to his guns. What else we got in here? My score prediction, it was 38-24, Lloyd. So I said 2 touchdowns. Let me see. So if you're in the chat, call yourself out, and we'll say it. I don't know unknown. Jordan Thomas wasn't good this year. Buckeye fan, I think you guys have the best team this year. Whoa, Cryptic! Nothing specific. I appreciate what you do and learn something each time I watch the show. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everyone. Boomer Sooner. Appreciate that, Cryptic Gumbo. I'm glad you came through, fam. That's what's up. So if you're in the chat, say what's up. Michael Davis, what's up? Osrun Smith, what's up? Doc, hey, what's up, fam? Foolish, what's up? Larry, what's up? James, what's good? Chris, what's up? James, what's up? Jesse, what's up? Lamar, what's good? June, I like it, fam. What else is in here? Let me see. What else we got? Marshall, what's up? David, what's up? Ford, I like it. Michael, what's up? Cat Tiger. Terry, she found the stream. I like it. Thank you so much. Laura, I appreciate your super chat, fam. Flame, what's good? Crank, what's up? Being here since the beginning. Imports, what's good? Unknown, what's up? Jackson, yeah, okay. Storm Clouds, what's up? Dustin, what's good? Jesse, what's good? Cole, what's up? Matt, what's up? Boomer Sooner in the house. Clay McNutt, I like it. Willie, what's good? Larry, what's up? Who else we got in here? I know there's a few other folks that were in here. John, what's good? Steve Bullard, I like it. Jay, what's up? Let me see. Willie, how you doing, man? Happy holidays to you too, fam. Todd, what's good? Robert Lane, I appreciate the super chat. Trapper! Deuces, Sooner, baby. I appreciate that. Dirty, what's up? Uncle Lou, hey, man, how you doing? Let's see. Foolish, what's good? Richard, what's up? Cade, what's up? Morgan, what's up? Let's see. What else we got? Jerry, what's good?